What's up guys, and welcome back to WBC Builds, and welcome to another one of these weekly build challenges. So last week we had a great success, loads of people got involved with building that lovely Edwardian shop, and I actually had so much fun having a go at it myself. So we'll get on to the 5 favourites of mine later on in this video, but before we do that, it's time to just quickly reintroduce what this video is all about to those who are just joining for the first time, or for those who have taken a short little break. So the weekly build challenge is all about me asking you to build something once a week. Now it can be a building, a structure, whatever I choose to show you. Now once you've been challenged and you go away and build it, you come on over to our Discord and then you go to the share your build section on there and you post it in there with the tagline, I was challenged to build this. Now once you've done that, I scroll on through, I make some noises that are akin to actually liking things like ooh and ah, and then I choose my 5 favourite and I showcase them at the end of each week's video. So like I said, please make sure you stick around to see how that Edwardian shop was done by the community. Now without further ado, it's time to jump on and see what we've got for this week's build. Now this is the building I keep seeing everywhere. This is the Palladian Bridge of Prior Park in Bath. This is only one of 4 in the whole country. I believe there was more in the past, but many fell into wreck and ruin. Now this is one of only 4 left. I have been wanting to build this for ages, so I finally sat down and had a go at building it, and I've got to say I really enjoyed how it turned out. Now without further ado, I'm going to get on and show you guys how I built mine, and then we'll go on to a little showcase and the top 5. Right, so I've taken this onto my server this time again, as I've done with many of my builds for these challenges, and I wanted to give it a proper landscape to sit in, so I'm here making a river for it. So I'm taking one of the existing rivers on the in the country, in the land of Bathhamptonshire, which is where this place is going to sit in the future when I come around to actually building the city of Bath. Now talking of materials and also of Bath, Bath stone is very synonymous with being this lovely yellowy sandstone colour, and in the game it doesn't really work with normal sandstone, so I've taken it upon myself here to use stripped birch mixed in with some smooth sandstone and sandstone details around the place. I'm building it above the water here just to help, aid in actually getting all the details right before we sink it into the ground. Coming around to do the pillars at the base, I wanted to add a bit of texture in there, so I've gone with some mossy cobblestone to mix in with the andesite to give it a nice little bit of a sort of wear and tear and also some moss growing over it. Once I came around to building the side columns and the areas across here, the arches to take you over to the land, I realised the bridge is in the wrong place. It doesn't have an equal sort of size either side of the river, so I'm going to move it on downstream to give it a better location, which means removing on this water again and building it back over there. So a quick little change up over here, and then it's time to put the landscape into effect and start building a lovely parkland. And then like I said, one day this will feature as part of Prior Park, which will be in my Building Bathhampton series. Now guys, I can't wait to see what you make of this. I really love these sort of follies, these sort of like garden ornaments. I think they work really well in the game of Minecraft because of just how green and lovely everything can be. And then you see this nice sort of man-made classical structure sitting there overlooking a lake, overlooking a nice sort of wooded area, and it just really does bring me quite a lot of happiness. So guys, I'm going to jump on now to show you what was happening last week with that beautiful Edwardian shop, so let's see my top 5. Now this Edwardian shop was taken on by quite a few members of the Discord. I think I counted over 30 in total, which is really great guys, so well done. Now the ones that stood out to me were this one right here. This is Ozzy's build. So Ozzy is a builder on my server, and what he did differently about this was he used trapdoors instead of walls in the main sort of bay for the window. As I did in mine, I used just walls, but he's gone for nice birch trapdoors there. Lovely sort of feel about the place, and you've got the sort of proportions correct in that one. So next up we have Fabi Soir, who has actually built the entire scene, which wasn't a requirement for this one, but I thought this was a great sort of thing. Caught my eye when I was scrolling through. I made that, ooh, that's pretty good. So they built the pub next door, which was the standing order, which is the Weatherspoons, and they've also built the other building on the side as well, which is just a modern structure that is actually being torn down and replaced by something a bit more fashionable in the future. I think I read up a bit too much information on this place last time I did, when I actually went out and built it. So moving on to number 3, and this is actually something quite large. Now the Lime Hit is known for his sort of upscaled builds, and the way he presents them is always such amazing sort of art to look at. Now his building is huge, it's about 3 to 1, so it's 3 times larger than what it should be, but what he's done is he's just made it feel almost perfect. And I love how you've done the renders on there with all the different lights, and you've got the nighttime view as well. So great stuff, Lime Hit, lovely build. And moving on to number 4, we have Epic. He was actually here last week with his train station, but this time round he's even gone out of his way and built a building next door that doesn't exist. So he's designed his own building, which is a big thumbs up from me, Epic. So let me just say it, pretty epic game and move right there. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. But yeah, he's done the standing order pub next door as well. So it's a nice little scene going on here. Lovely, lovely stuff indeed. And then finally we have Sarara, who was quite a late entry. I think it was only a couple of days before filming this, who just built a really nice structure that stood out to me as just, yeah, this is really good. Slight sort of upscale in the height, but apart from that, it all works out very, very well. So guys, if you want to get featured in next week's video, be sure to head on over to my Discord and share your build in the share your build section. As I mentioned, with that tagline, I was challenged to build this, and I hope to see some of your builds in there this week coming. So guys, thank you all for watching, and remember, get inspired, get building, and I'll see you next time.